The red light is on.
All right, for your address. Light is on. Nope.
Does he have a video process?
Yeah, it was yesterday though when we were doing multiple videos. Yeah, but,
I think started what stop.
It's just saying the word.
Hello, how you doing today?
All right, we're good.
All right, we're rocking it. I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
Okay. Go.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My name is Lori Carter, and on behalf of the pastors and our board of trustees, welcome to Colby Memorial Temple for our Sunday service. To begin our service, Marty Hadaway will light 3 lights, symbolizing the unity of body, mind, and spirit. Thank you, Marty. Please stand for our invocation and remain standing for our first hymn. Infinite Spirit, I pray that today and the rest of our time on this earth plane and beyond be a time of spiritual renaissance and a period of enlightenment that will heighten values and help everyone realize their true purpose in life. I pray for peace of all that is and for love and light. Amen.
Amen.
And our vocalist is Jamie Osmond.
If you can turn to page 120, brighten the corner. Do not wait until some deed of greatness you do not wait to shed your light afar to the where you where you are, just above the crowded tents, you may have to creep. Let not let your call where on it, where even from where you are. Thank you. You may be seated.
Located on the handout are our Declaration of Principles. They are also in our hymnals. I'm going to say in the front cover. Please join with me in reciting our principles together. We believe in infinite intelligence. We believe that the phenomena of nature, both physical and spiritual, are the expression of infinite intelligence. We affirm that a correct understanding of such expression and living in accordance therewith constitute true religion. We affirm that the existence and personal identity of the individual continue after the change called death. We affirm that communication with the so-called dead is a fact, scientifically proven by the phenomena of spiritualism. We believe that the highest morality is contained in the golden rule. Whatsoever ye would that others should do unto you, do ye also unto them. We affirm the moral responsibility of the individual and that he makes his own happiness or unhappiness as he obeys or disobeys nature's physical and spiritual laws. We affirm that the doorway to reformation is never closed against any human soul, here or hereafter. We affirm that the precepts of prophecy and healing contained in the Bible are divine attributes proven through mediumship. The healing prayer is located in the back of your hymnal. Please recite with me. Prayer for spiritual healing. I ask the great unseen healing force to remove all obstructions from my mind and body and to restore me to perfect health. I ask this in all sincerity and honesty, and I will do my part. I ask this great unseen healing force to help both present and absent ones who are in need of help and to restore them to perfect health. I put my trust in the love and the power of God. Now, for those of you who would like to receive spiritual healing, please take a seat along the wall on either side of the building here, and then go to the next available healer when they are available. While the healers work, the rest of us will join in a guided meditation. If you haven't done so already, clear your lap, meld into your chair, and take a deep breath in and release all the tension from the day, from the week. Breathe in and release. Allow your eyelids to softly close if you have not done so already. Breathe in the light of all that is, and exhale golden white light about you. Feel your body relax further, deeper into the state of oneness. Breathe in and release. My body is relaxed and receptive. Now take another breath in and release. Become aware of the people in Kobe Memorial Temple. Feel them, sense them. Know that they are all here for the same reasons we are. Feel the energy, the vibration. Know that we are all one, and we all affect the whole. Raise your vibration by thinking good thoughts, love, peace, joy for all that is. I breathe freely without constraints. I am influenced by only positive thoughts and feelings. You now feel the energy coming from above. It is white healing light. It slowly inches its way down toward our crown chakras. As you drift further into peacefulness, feel the vibration of the oneness of all who are here today, all who are here everywhere. Notice your breath slowing. A calmness washes across your body. I am in restful awareness in the spirit. I am spirit. Take note of your physical being, scanning mentally of any areas of distraction. The energy of the healing white light slowly moves downward, touching in with those areas and lingering where it is needed. Feel the warmth as it heals. Breathe in love and exhale gratitude. Sit and rest in this healing energy. I have unconditional love for all that exists, all that I encounter from moment to moment. I will be silent for a few moments so you can bathe in that healing energy. And now, as you feel that healing white light within, focus your heart on your heart center, not just the physical heart, but the entire chest area. Feel the warmth of white light as it heals all of your relationships. Peace, peace, peace. The energy about us is vibrant. A loved one who has passed from this existence appears in front of you. You are pleased to see one another. You now have that conversation you always wanted to. It is now time to say so long to your loved one. Know that you can always bring them to you and speak with them anytime you want to. That white light continues to heal all that is. The oneness of this group. That healing white light is also always available to us. All we have to do is sit in quietude, connect, and allow. I now give thanks for the divine restoration in my mind, body, and spirit. Let us use some of our healing white light to heal all that is. Remain calm and relax. Slowly take a breath in and release some of that white healing light into Kobe Memorial Temple. Another breath in and releasing it to Casadega Spiritualist Camp. Another breath in and sending that healing white light to Volusia County. Another breath in and releasing it to the state of Florida. Taking another breath in, releasing that healing white light to the United States. Another breath in and releasing it to the world. And finally, another breath in, releasing it to the universe. We all have the power to assist in healing humanity. All we have to do is take the time, intend it, and believe it to happen. Now, when you are ready, take a deep breath in and open your eyes as you release the healing white light to all. And we will be silent just for a moment. Thank you, Spirit. If you have received a healing resulting in a correction or improvement, please complete the yellow card, which is in the back of the temple over here, and return it to our pastor in the back. This assists our healers in knowing how well they are being used as a conduit to the healing energies from the universe. We'd like to thank our healers for sharing their gift of healing. From this side over, Marty Hadaway, Jackie Arnold, Claire Whalen, Gerald Demerit, Coquette Cruz, Reverend Deborah Gamberg, and Geo Lewis. Thank you so much for assisting in the service today. Jamie Osmond will come up and lead us in our next hymn.
If you can stand and turn to page 175, be happy. With sunshine and more like sweeter than above. Days as the beautiful face. Our God, she bright years. With joy. So beautiful. Which love so deep. Tis Thank you. You may be seated.
Thank you, Jamie. Such a beautiful voice. Thank you. So today our speaker is Jason Antalek. He had a profound experience in 2015 that expedited his spiritual path, and I hope we get to hear a little bit more about that later. Since that experience, it has been his mission to support others through transformation of choice. He holds certifications as a soul realignment practitioner and facilitator, supporting others to develop their gifts and access the Akashic records. He combines his enthusiasm, experience, and intuition to gain insight into creating life through aligned choices. And I think this is your second time here. I'm so happy that he decided to come back. Oh, well, that was deadpan, wasn't it? So I am definitely looking forward to hearing what he has to say. Please welcome Jason Antalek.
Thank you, Lori, for the introduction. Thank you all for being here. I'd also like to thank Jamie Osmond. Nice round of applause for Jamie, please. And Cheryl. Coquette. That's, I don't know where I got Cheryl from. And for keeping us alive in the technical aspect, please. A little love there too. Yeah. Oops, I'm going to pay for that one later. I deserve it. So I've been blessed to have been here before a year ago, and I'll be honest that a lot of things have shifted for me as have for many in that time period. I spent a lot of time kind of reviewing all of the things in my life, all the way down to kind of the basic questions. And something that I realized that I was doing to myself that many of you may relate to is I wasn't giving myself very much of a break. I was available to do it for others. I was able to point it out for other people and their patterns and their choices and help them recognize how they could see some of the things they've really accomplished in the day-to-day choices they were making. And while I'm kind of swept up in doing those things myself, I didn't always see it. So that's what I bring to you today is an opportunity to consider for yourselves to give yourself a little bit of a break, to afford the grace to yourself that you most likely provide for others and those around you. Is it going to look exactly the same? Maybe, maybe not. But a little bit of room to operate in kind of helps everybody. I've shared earlier today that we have a choice to come here, that it is possible that we choose to enter this world at the point that we do in order to do whatever it is we are to do here. Right? We thought that was going to be the big, profound answer, right? As I shared earlier as well, my feeling is that we're here evolving a species. It's not the easiest thing to undertake, I would think, and we sure can't do it by ourselves because the singular is not a species. It takes all of us. The reason that I feel like there is a choice in that and that we choose to come here is because I do believe in reincarnation. And even if you're not a believer in reincarnation, I offer this information to you to just consider for the time being. It's not required by any means that you shift your perspectives or the way you do things, but it is an opportunity to consider that there might be some alternatives to the perspectives you're currently hanging on to. It's not a challenge. And if you've already decided for yourselves, beautiful. It means you can continue on asking different questions. What I offer is that we have a common denominator often, that the soul is possibly eternal. That energy of the soul, no matter what, has always been around. It's always been available in some form. And if we look at the greater consciousness, the everything, the source, the infinite intelligence, as I have adopted recently to call it, the soul begins when we ask that particular question. Who am I? And that creates consciousness. The ability to ask that question is in itself consciousness. And poof, a soul is born. A bright, shiny ball of energy, brand new, never made choices, never done a thing, but armed with everything that it needs for its journey, whatever that may be. I find that to be a comforting beginning, sort of that divine soul blueprint, right? How we start and how our energy is aligned and everything is ready to go. It's in that initial perfect state. I also feel that part of what we do stays that way. And while we're here in a body, while we're connected to it, all of those faculties aren't exactly available. So we find our way differently. We continue to ask, who am I? Because the who am I in this human experience comes to a different answer initially than it does in a soul experience. But asking that question was enough to create the energy that you now experience as you sit here. I offer to you that if the soul makes a choice to come here wouldn't it make a little bit of sense that we would do some planning? Is it possible that we would take a look at where we're headed and what we're going to do, what is available to us, and align with that in some way? Is it possible that we bring in guides or angels, however you identify those that are connected to us to assist us through this? We know we get messages, we see things, we start noticing numbers and songs on the radio. We follow those things to the next phase and the one after. We get bigger questions and bigger answers along with those. But in order to do that, we have to start here with a blank slate. We're born here with most of our faculties in reserve. So given the opportunity to plan ahead, it makes a lot of sense to me that we would choose a situation that helps us along. Within my work in the Akashic Records, I see that consistently. I see people aligned with those energies of their divine soul blueprint. And it's very easy from an outside perspective to offer what's really going well within that, where we often discount our day-to-day gifts, the things that help us make our day-to-day choices. Sometimes we overlook them, possibly even take them for granted. And then we go study things that we're not good at. I'm not good at this thing. I want to be better. I want to learn this or that. And that refines our skills, but often it pulls us away from what is actually what makes us true to ourselves and true to each other. What I offer here is a perspective of, if we've got a plan and we institute guides to help us along the way, and then we get here and forget it all, with that perspective, I'm going to have a little trust in what my soul has determined is available to me. I find that perspective very comforting. It creates a little different kind of trust from a level inside and outside. It allows for the possibility that there is a reason, even though we don't really know it all the time. But if your soul has taken the time to plan, and you've connected with other souls that show up as guides or angels, then we've instituted the correct help before we even got here. And somehow they're aligned and show up when we need them. And it's real, and we can see it, even if we can't explain it. And there's a tremendous comfort in that occurring. Most of the time. It's not always a pleasant experience. Awakening, don't recommend. The beauty is that we have the opportunity to make choices and to apply those things in a third dimensional reality. The experience that we have here is detached because it's different than what we would do when our soul is complete and together in a different state. Even just getting a taste of what's on the other side through a near-death experience, through a spiritual experience, through any type of awakening, whether it's spiritual or not, it allows us back into that soul blueprint in a small way. It's kind of like deja vu. I find deja vu to be an indicator that I'm in the right place at the right time. That's why I remember it. That's why it feels so resonant. I found comfort in that because it reminds me that everything's okay. Even when it's not, it's okay. Because I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm thankful it's happened on this trip. Because traveling halfway across the country, to stand here with you, while very exciting, is also a little nerve-wracking. But having a little splash of deja vu, a little look into the soul plan, reminds me that it's okay to do the thing I'm doing, no matter what. Fear doesn't disappear. We don't get rid of it. We continue with it and hopefully douse it. So if we have a soul plan and we've got help, then we can really trudge forward in a different way. We can trudge forward with trust in ourselves and belief that something is going to work out, and we hang on to that. We even tell it to ourselves and to each other, and we do that repeatedly. So not only are we experiencing that individually, but other people are as well. Others will give us a break and tell us it's going to be okay. Things are going to work out. It doesn't feel like that when we're in the mess. As soon as the mess calms down a little bit and we're able to reach into those places, then we can reassure ourselves too. I find with my work in the Akashic Records that it aligns in an incredible way with astrology. And over the years, the information that I have shared with other astrologists aligns. I would say that's good information. Your stars are where they were. Well, were where they were when you were born. There's a choice in that because we're allowed free will, whether we're in this state or in another. We've had it since the beginning. That free will was instituted when we asked, who am I? Who? You're now a soul with free will and the energy to make choices. So while we're here, I can see great benefit in giving ourselves a little bit of a break. This place is messy. Messy is beautiful. Sometimes it's horrible. We get through it. I don't know that I subscribe to what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, because I've been maimed a couple of times. And I might still be limping in some ways. So not all of those things necessarily made me stronger. But I understand the concept. And what I ask for you is to consider for yourselves what you tell to other people. How you share and comfort them is often the comfort that you can also use. It is worthy in your space to do so, because that spreads, it moves. When you give yourself an opportunity to do the things that are good for you, you allow that same space for others. It's a level of acceptance that exists internally, but along with not getting rid of fear, we don't get to get rid of the questions either. And that's the beauty of it. We'll never run out of questions. It's almost as if it is better to just assume we're not going to know everything, because it takes the pressure off. You're not going to see all of Disney in a day. It's not possible. As much as we want to help the world, getting to 8 billion people individually seems a pretty tall request. So as the beautiful song we started with today stated, sometimes we're out in the water. We might be in the boat, but we might be standing on the sandbar too. So when somebody comes along in that boat, we're pretty happy about it. And you need to tell that person standing on the sandbar, you're going to be okay. Because our compassion, our realization that we are all interconnected and that we do have help, not just above, not beside us, but here physically. It allows us to give ourselves a little bit of a break. If you made a plan and some of the things are working, that's about what we can ask for. Perfection is fun to reach for, even to achieve, but the state is temporary, as are all of the states that we experience, including life here. We will move on. We know that's a factor. But to think for me that there's nothing after or before that doesn't make any sense. It's all been here before me and it will all be here after. So I'm going to work my avatar the best way that I know how. But in the process, if I can give myself a little bit of a break, I'm going to be a lot more effective. I feel that that perspective allows us to trust ourselves from a root point, from a place within that is resonant. That level of trust in our soul, in ourselves, is available to everyone. And it can be applied immediately. Yay. So I remind you that there is a before and after. There is something else. And just knowing that there's something else is enough. But what we're really doing is right here. It's down here in the trenches where we are doing the work. Whether that's individual work or collective, we're doing it. This whole room and everything around us is all functioning in the way it's meant to, because that's what's necessary to get us there. So please, give yourself a break in the process. Take a look at the things you're really good at. Those are the things in your divine soul blueprint that have always been with you. They've always been an influence. They are the day-to-day talents that get you to the other things. I hope that that gives you an opportunity to consider maybe something a little different. Maybe add to your toolbox in a way. Because that root trust, once you've grabbed onto it, to me feels inescapable. I thank you guys for your time and attention this morning. I love standing at this podium. It is one of my most favorite things in the world. There will be a workshop this afternoon. If you are interested in the transformation of choice in your life and understanding how that can occur with more ease and grace for ourselves, I would love to have you along. It'll be 2:00 this afternoon. I get to say that one time, so that's my whole speech on the spiel of the workshop. Please give yourselves a break and consider the root trusts that's always been with you. Maybe uncover it and take a look. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that today. And I love the words, give yourself the grace that you give others. So true. And so here we go. Where are we going? Announcements? Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Do we have a wait. I'm lost for a moment, but I'm back. During our musical interlude, we will be passing the basket, and we thank you in advance for your generosity. Jamie will sing our interlude song. Got it back.
Okay, so we got to thank Jason for what he put. I'm clapping because I'm singing Acapulco today. Most of you know it by acapella. But we are here through this messy world. But what counts is what we give to others. So if you can clap with me so I can help keep the rhythm, I would appreciate it. Here we go. When it's over, it won't matter how much I had. Yeah, when it's over, it won't matter how much I had. Yeah, when it's over, it won't matter how much I had. But did I give love to my brothers? Did I give love to my sisters? Did I give love to my enemies? Did I give love? Love, love, all that matters is love, love, love. When it's over, it won't matter from where I came. Yeah, when it's over, It won't matter from where I came, yeah, when it's over. All that matters is what I gave. Did I give a joy to my brothers? Did I give a joy to my sisters? Did I give joy to my enemies? Did I give joy, joy, joy? All that matters is joy, joy, joy. When it's over, it won't matter what I look like. Yeah, when it's over, it won't matter what I look like. Yeah, when it's over. All that matters is what I gave. Did I give a piece to my brothers? Did I give a piece to my sisters? Did I give peace to my enemies? Did I give a peace, peace, peace? All that matters is peace, peace, peace. All that matters is love. Love, love, all that matters is joy, 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 when it's over. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jamie. That was awesome. All right, let's settle down for announcements now. Too cute. And so our message bearer for our demonstration is Spirit Service next Wednesday, February 8th, is Colin Hall, a visiting medium from England. Next Sunday, February 12th, our guest speaker will also be Colin Hall. And next Sunday, our Lyceum speaker is Thank you. And I am very excited for him to come, though. It's going to be an awesome day. So we are also doing hold up the renewal of vows flyer. Here it is. Next Sunday, February 12th, is the renewal of wedding vows. That happens just during the service here. And I believe certificates are being offered as well as if you contact the office beforehand. I'm not sure when the cutoff date is for that, but if you plan on renewing your vows, please contact the office. Every Sunday, we have adult Lyceum, also known as Sunday School, from 9:30 to 10:15. And this has been going on here in the Kobe Memorial Temple. It is moving to the Andrew Jackson Davis Educational Building once again as of March 5th, is what I have here. To participate in the absentee healing, please print the name and the first initial of the last name of a loved one, friend, or even a pet in our healing book, which is located over here in Kobe Temple. We also have one in our Welcome Center up in the bookstore, which is the Andrew Jackson Davis Educational Building. Flyers for camp events are at the back of the temple as well. We have an activities calendar and our church bulletin right here should be in your hymnal. And if there is not one, there should be some in the back. Please take some home with you. Keep up to date what's going on with our classes and our workshops, as well as our Sunday happenings. So today, as Jason said, we have Transformation of Choice workshop with our guest speaker, Jason Antalek. What would your life be like if you had a personalized roadmap for making confident choices? It's from 2 to 4 p.m. in the Andrew Jackson Davis Educational Building. It's $40. All righty. And Monday, February 5th is mini readings night, 15-minute readings with camp mediums and student mediums, $25 and $15 respectively at the AJD building. That's at 7 to 9 p.m. And I believe the numbers are being sold all day, is it now? And so thank you for that. And our website, casadega.org, also has the monthly information as well as other upcoming events. Jamie will lead us in our next hymn. Here she comes. Give it up. Yay.
If you can stand and turn to page 5, God will take care of you.
Oh, I think I've got one for the plan. All right. Whoops.
What's the money?
My bad. There you go. Thanks.
Be not dismayed, whatever betide, God will take care of you. Beneath his wings, God will take care of you. Take care of you. Day or day, he will take care of you. God will take care of you. When danger speeds, don't say, God will take care of you. Take care of you. Day or all the way, he will take care. All you may need, God will take care of you. Nothing is God will take care of you. Take care of you. Day or all the way, he will take care. No matter what takes, God will take care of you. God will take care of you. Take day, he care. Thank you. You may be seated.
All right. For the message portion of our services, I will be your message bearer, Lori Carter. Thank you. All righty, here we go. You guys are so kind. Let me see here. I'd like to come to the lady right here with her purse, I believe. Yeah. Hello, how are you today? Awesome. As I get into your vibration, I do have a petite lady here with you. She actually looks to have blue or green eyes, and she has gray hair closer to her head. I almost feel like she'd put pins in her hair or something in that way. Yeah. Very strong, determined woman. And she is somebody who I do feel is, you're a lot like, actually. You're very strong, very determined. And she's showing me, though, once you make a decision about something, stick with it. Because you're very intuitive, you know the answer already. Don't let other people talk you out of it. You have a great reputation. You walk your talk. Spirit is applauding you for that. I'm also seeing that you're very creative and you're very nurturing, and you're going to go the mile, is what I got. And I leave that with love and light. Thank you. All righty, I'd like to come to this lady right here. Hello. How are you today? Thank you. As I get into your vibration, I do have a woman here in spirit with you. I'm going to say she's a tiny little shorter than I am. She has beautiful hair, very pretty skin, dresses very nicely. I'm seeing like beautiful nails with her for some reason. So I'm going to say she's just taking care of herself. And maybe that's part of a message for you. If you don't recognize the nails, start taking care of yourself a little bit more than what you do. As he and I said earlier, give yourself the grace that you give others. They're showing me you're very loyal to the people around you. They're also showing me I do feel like I know it's been a little chilly the last couple of days and the planting season is coming, but I do feel like getting your hands in the ground is super great for you. It just gives you that feeling of oneness with everyone and just letting go of yourself in all situations going on. And so I'm going to say, get your hands in the ground just a little bit more. And I leave that with love and light. Thank you. All righty, let's come over here quickly. Hello, where am I going? I would like to come to the woman there with the white, no, right in front of you. Yep, the long dark hair. There we go. Yes, ma'am. Hello, how are you today? As I get into your vibration, I do have a woman here in spirit with you. She has gray curly hair here and a little bit here, but in the back, it's short and straight. I do feel that she likes the country living a little bit more than the city. And when I say city, I don't mean big city. I mean, maybe 50,000 people of that, right? But she likes the country a lot better. And she's got this cute little laugh that makes everyone laugh. And I like that about her. She's very, what I see is I see a house and I see an outbuilding with this. And I see this large window in the home is what I believe. And of course, there's plantings down in front of it as well. But I feel like she was somebody who watched things and looked at things quite a lot. For you, I feel like opening up your heart center more is going to be super helpful to you. I feel like you keep things close to your chest, which is okay, but Spirit's suggesting open up a little bit more. And I am seeing something about having the luck of the Irish or something about Ireland for you. And I'm just going to leave that with love and light. Thank you, Spirit. We would like to remind everyone that we will have our afternoon message service that starts at noon here in Colby Temple and goes for about 30 minutes, I believe. A group of mediums and student mediums will be giving spirit readings to as many people as possible during that time. Everyone is welcome. We encourage you to visit our bookstore, which is open 11:30 to 5 p.m. today, and Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Finally, rise for our closing hymn and remain standing for the benediction.
You can turn to page 203, Let There Be Peace. While we're waiting, if you would like to stay in touch with Jason, he does have an email list in the back that you can write your information on, as well as business cards. She never comes. She always stays back there.
Oh.
I'm not doing this one a cappella. In the silence, isn't it beautiful? Let there be peace on earth. It begin with me. Let there be peace on earth. Just walk with each other and let peace be with me. Let this be good love. With I take escape my soul to take
And please have an attitude of prayer. Infinite intelligence, we thank you for the blessings given here today. Great oneness of all that is, bestow your light of illumination upon all here and their path with a ray of hope. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, everyone. Service is over. I cannot believe. Look, it's on here. Chairperson will say a prayer of gratitude on its own page, and I missed it, girl.
Oh, no.
I know, I